As the world grappled with unprecedented challenges and uncertainties in 2023, a series of chilling true stories emerged, revealing the darker side of humanity and the horrors that lurk in the shadows. From unexplained mysteries to harrowing encounters, these tales of terror will send shivers down your spine and leave you questioning the very nature of reality. Here we unveil 10 bone-chilling true stories that unfolded in 2023, each more terrifying than the last. Today we will talk about 10 of the scariest true stories of 2023. So before we start, make sure to hit the like button and subscribe to my channel. 1. The Haunted Hotel Room. In the heart of New Orleans, Sarah checked into what appeared to be an ordinary hotel room for a weekend getaway. But as night fell, strange things began to happen. Whispers in the darkness, shadows flitting across the walls, and a chilling presence that seemed to linger in the air. Terrified and alone, Sarah reached out to the hotel staff for help, but they dismissed her claims as mere superstition. Desperate for answers, she turned to a local paranormal investigator, who uncovered a dark and sinister history lurking within the walls of the hotel. A history of tragedy and death that left Sarah questioning whether she would ever escape the nightmare that had consumed her. 2. The Disappearing Hikers. In the remote wilderness of the Pacific Northwest, a group of hikers set out on a weekend camping trip, eager to escape the hustle and bustle of city life. But when they failed to return home as planned, their loved ones grew increasingly frantic, launching a desperate search to find them. As the years passed, the disappearance of the hikers became one of the greatest unsolved mysteries of the modern era, a chilling reminder of the dangers that lurk in the wild and the fragility of human life. 3. The Cursed Painting. When James inherited an old painting from his late grandmother, he thought nothing of it at first. But as soon as he hung it on the wall of his living room, strange things began to happen. Objects moved on their own, eerie noises echoed through the house, and a feeling of dread hung heavy in the air. Determined to unravel the mystery of the painting, James delved into its dark and twisted history, uncovering a tale of murder, madness, and malevolent spirits that stretched back centuries. But the more he learned, the more he realized that he had unwittingly unleashed a force beyond his control, a force that would stop at nothing to claim his soul. 4. The Mysterious Illness. In a small town in rural America, a mysterious illness swept through the community, leaving a trail of death and devastation in its wake. As doctors struggled to identify the cause of the outbreak, panic gripped the town, with residents fearing for their lives and the lives of their loved ones. With each passing day, the number of cases grew and the death toll continued to rise. Despite their best efforts, the doctors were unable to stop the spread of the illness, leaving the town teetering on the brink of collapse. 5. The Vanishing Village. High in the mountains of Nepal, a remote village vanished without a trace, leaving behind nothing but empty homes and unanswered questions. As news of the disappearance spread, a team of investigators was dispatched to uncover the truth behind the mysterious event. But as they combed through the wreckage, they found no signs of struggle or forced entry, leaving them baffled as to what could have caused an entire village to disappear overnight. With no witnesses and no leads, the investigators were left to piece together the puzzle on their own, their only hope of finding answers lying in the remote and treacherous wilderness that surrounded them. 6. The Possessed Doll. When Maria brought home an antique doll from an estate sale, she thought nothing of it at first. But as soon as she placed it on the shelf in her daughter's room, strange things began to happen. Objects moved on their own, strange noises echoed through the house, and a feeling of dread hung heavy in the air. Terrified for her daughter's safety, Maria reached out to a local psychic for help, who confirmed her worst fears. The doll was possessed by a malevolent spirit, hellbent on wreaking havoc on anyone who crossed its path. 7. The Ghostly Hitchhiker. In the dead of night, a lone driver traversed a desolate stretch of highway, his mind lost in thought as he navigated the winding roads ahead. But as he rounded a bend, he was startled to see a figure standing on the side of the road, a young woman with a haunted look in her eyes and a thumb outstretched, hitchhiking for a ride. Despite the late hour and the remote location, the driver felt compelled to stop and offer the woman a ride, his heart pounding with a mixture of fear and curiosity. But as she climbed into the car and settled into the passenger seat, he couldn't shake the feeling that something was terribly wrong. 8. The Unexplained Phenomenon. In a sleepy town nestled in the foothills of the Appalachians, A series of strange and unexplained phenomena left residents scratching their heads in confusion and fear. Lights danced in the night sky, strange creatures roamed the forests, and whispers of otherworldly encounters spread like wildfire through the community. As the reports poured in, a team of scientists descended on the town, eager to unravel the mystery behind the bizarre events. But as they delved deeper into the unknown, they realized that they were dealing with forces far beyond their understanding. Forces that defied the laws of physics and challenged everything they thought they knew about the world. 9. The creepy dollhouse. When Sarah inherited an old dollhouse from her late grandmother, she thought it would make the perfect addition to her collection. But as soon as she placed it on the shelf in her bedroom, strange things began to happen. Doors creaked open in the middle of the night, tiny footsteps echoed through the halls, and a feeling of unease settled over the room like a shroud. As the investigation reached its climax, Sarah and her team found themselves locked in a battle for their lives, with the fate of their souls hanging in the balance. And as they confronted the evil that lurked within the dollhouse's walls, they realized that some secrets are better left buried, and that the greatest horrors are often those that lie hidden in plain sight. 10. The curse of the old mansion. When John purchased an old mansion on the outskirts of town, he thought he had found his dream home, a sprawling estate with a rich history and untold secrets waiting to be discovered. But as soon as he moved in, strange things began to happen. Doors slammed shut on their own, footsteps echoed through the halls, and a feeling of unease settled over the house like a shroud. Determined to uncover the truth behind the mansion's dark and twisted history, John embarked on a journey into the supernatural, enlisting the help of a team of paranormal investigators to unravel its secrets. But as they delved deeper into the mystery, they realized that they were dealing with something far more sinister than they could have ever imagined. A curse that had plagued the mansion for centuries, claiming the lives of all who dared to set foot within its walls. If you like this video and would like to see more like it, please give it the thumbs up, leave a comment, and click the button to subscribe.